Hey folks, what's up? Ryan here. So today I figured we should make some dumplings and talk about, maybe not resolutions, but just like things we're getting from the new year, like things I'm looking forward to. Let's just jump right into the dumplings because we gotta start some filling. So we're gonna be making some shrimp and pork dumplings. We've got all of our seasonings. We got some sprouts for added volume, dumpling skins currently defrosting, garlic, ginger, gochugaru or red chili flakes. We've got pepper, MSG, sesame oil, soy sauce, salt, and a little bit of brown rice syrup for some sweetness and body. And this isn't a crazy recipe by any means. This is pretty much just me throwing things together that I think I like. And we're taking some inspiration from the Mung Chi cooking book. So technically you could call these mandu or Korean dumplings. So yeah, let's just get into cutting our proteins up and mixing it all in a bowl. So for the pork, it's already kind of chunky. I just picked up this pork shoulder, but the idea that I'm thinking is bigger pieces, kind of something like this. I like hand chopped dumplings. It's just the consistency is a bit better. So anything that's kind of like this big, that's ideal. So we're just gonna get through all of this. Amazing. Got the pork. Now let's do the shrimp. So we just take off this, just pinch. Next, we're just gonna cut up our ginger and our garlic. The ginger, I don't wanna grate it because I find that it just gets really liquidy and like stringy, so I don't really like grating ginger in general. So choppity chop chop today. But we will rasp the garlic. When you rasp garlic, you can just leave the little nub on at the end. It's kind of like a finger holder. Let's cut up some green onions. For the bean sprouts. Green onion. Yeah, let's just go for all the ginger. Why not? Garlic. Bean sprout. Now it's time to season. I want salt first and a bit of soy sauce. Sesame oil, brown rice syrup, a little bit of MSG, not too much. Lots of black pepper and a healthy sprinkle of Korean chili. So this is what it looks like before. And this is what she's looking like after. So we got our delicious pork and shrimp mixture here. Got our dumpling skins. I pulled them out of the freezer this morning, so I hope they're thawed enough. If they're not, you can always kind of like expedite thawing. So last time I made dumplings, I underfilled most of them, but today we're gonna try and do a little bit more and like have it filled a bit more appropriately. The goal is to have some nice, beautiful, clean looking dumplings, the perfect size. Start with a nice little fold, and then a nice little pinch all the way around. Trying to get any of that air out. So there's our first one. We're gonna crimp it now, like, you know, the 80s dance move. Was it the 80s that the crimping was around? I don't know, I'm not a very big dancer, so yeah, I don't know. Fold it one direction and you pinch, and you just keep on folding it that one direction and pinching. And something like that. Nice big dumpling. This year, I think we're anticipating a lot of change in our lives. Like in regards to food and making videos and stuff like that. I would love to make more and kind of just like do some of the foods that I love eating at restaurants and just like learning how to be a better home cook. Because I think home cooking and restaurant cooking is quite different. I think that's one of those things that I'd like to kind of get better at. Classic home cooking. I think as well, making things that are in season is something I'd like to do more of, as much as I value that in a restaurant scene and having like a seasonal menu and like supporting farms. Like maybe going to the farmer's market more often or going down to like Granville Island and trying to support local businesses or like local butcher shops and stuff like that would be a great way for me to like help get good ingredients, but also like inspire myself on cooking. I think I'd like to just make more food at home, just like cook more in general. Aside from just like cooking at home more, I think I also would love to learn how to roast coffee this year. That's one of the big things that I'm looking for in my career path, is like a place where I can learn how to bring that like farm to table aspect into coffee. I'd love to also make more videos regarding coffee, but at the same time, it's kind of a nerdy subject. Like it's There's a lot of nuanced things, and like I can show you guys how to make coffee, but a lot of it comes down to personal experience. So that's something that I'm trying to figure out how to do this year, is create content about coffee without just being like, hey, I brewed a coffee, look at me drink the coffee. But as far as resolutions go, I don't really have a whole lot of like, these are big things in my life that I'm wanting to change. I think there's things that I want to see out of this year, and things that I want to try and make happen in my life. Throughout the entirety of the year, I'm trying to like look at like how I can progress or how I can move forward and get better. And resolutions kind of seem like a January only kind of endeavor. But as far as creating new opportunities for myself, I think I should just be doing that all year round. These dumpling skins are really dry and they're just cracking all over the place. Maybe it's because they're still kind of like frozen. Let's separate them apart. That's one thing I want to do more this year, is making sourdough and other kind of breads. I used to do a lot of it when I worked at Farmer's Apprentice, but I've never really had a knack for making sourdough. It was kind of one of those things that's like I always kind of struggled with and lacked a bit of consistency on. So maybe bringing back like a weekly sourdough or something like that at home will be good. I don't know. I kind of want to travel over to Europe or Asia or somewhere this year. We'll see on like how that happens or if that happens. But being able to experience like a cuisine from where it's from, going to the source to be able to find like inspiration. Because cooking books and YouTube videos, they do really good. But being in that place, being surrounded by the culture that influences the food, I think that'd be pretty cool. I like making dumplings because it's so relaxing. You just like sit down for a while, you grab your dumpling skins and you just keep on folding. And you don't really have to do a whole lot. You're just sitting there and it's kind of like meditative. I have concluded making the dumplings. Now it is time to try them. You can fry these dumplings, you can steam these dumplings, you can put them in soup. I like to steam my dumplings. But when you make these dumplings, you gotta check the internal temperature and make sure the pork and the shrimp is cooked, because you don't want any like foodborne illnesses or anything like that. We have a little dipping sauce here, 50% soy sauce, 50% white vinegar, a sprinkle of Korean chili flake. So a pro tip would be using parchment paper in your steam basket, but we don't have any, so it's all sticking a bit. But let's try. Oh, that is delicious. It is very, very hot. So much flavor going on. I like the chunkiness of the pork and the shrimp. Works really well together. It feels like there's an actual consistency that like doesn't just melt. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed my little dumpling video today. New Year's dumpling making and resolutions and whatnot. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.